I was a huge fan of the filmmaker Wim Wenders when I was growing up. I believe the first one I saw was Paris, Texas, and that lit a fire. My friend's dad had the Time Out film guide, so I read a lot of synopses of his films, and they just all sounded amazing. The one that really caught my attention, ironically enough, was the synopsis for the goalie's anxiety at the penalty kick in the Time Out film guide from the UK, because it made me think of like Camus' L'Etranger, like an alienated drifter, but he's a soccer goaltender, and periodically he just like kills somebody. I was like, I need to see that. That sounds like the movie I want to make. And it took me until my 20s to finally see a copy of that fucking movie, like on like VHS tape. God, that was funny. It was a long wait. But I watched all the road movies. I was a big fan of Kings of the Road, and I've seen that movie in a lot of unique contexts. Like, one time I was in Sackville visiting my girlfriend who lived there, and she had a film course, so I got to audit it the day they showed Kings of the Road. I was like, well, let me come. And she's like, I'll tell him, yeah, the prof, you can come. And so we watched it, and at the end, there's like a girl in the audience asked the professor, there's a photo that guy kept looking at. Like, who is that old man in the photo? And he was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Could be his dad, his grandfather. And I was like, that's a production still from Contempt by Godard. That's Fritz Lang, the German filmmaker. Yeah. And then I also saw it with my friend Ryan at the British Film Institute in London. And he hadn't seen it before, and he was quite taken. He was like floored by it. And that was a cool experience. He's a politician now. And I have nothing but good things to say about Ryan. But the funny thing is, about the first time I ever saw Kings of the Road by Wim Wenders, I rented it from the Blockbuster on 17th Avenue, VHS, 2 cassette tapes, because it's a long movie. And I had to get it from there because it was the only video store in town where you could get it. It was quite far away. We lived in the country. You couldn't go to the middle of the city to go get videos. But I did on that occasion and several others. And then, so I took it home and I was watching it. And, it got to the end of the closing credits. I'd watched the tapes in the wrong order. That was my first experience of Kings of the Road by Wim Wenders. Thank you.